Hello, Anthony Gitch here with Excel Hypnosis and another Insights with Anthony. This is the third and final installment of the Mind mini-series. Today, I'm going to share with you some more interesting information about your mind, more specifically about your thoughts. So, one of your mind's favorite ways to trick you into having a bad day is with a game of connect the dots, even when there are no dots. This game is called cognitive fusion. Cognitive fusion is a process of attaching a thought or a feeling to an experience, or anchoring feelings and thoughts to an experience. For example, your friends have set you up on a blind date and you're really hitting it off and magic is in the air. Then you find out that your date works at the very club where both of your exes met the women who they cheated on you with. And your mind jumps right to the conclusion that this person is a cheater. Your subconscious has fused that bar with the act of being cheated on, and all sorts of barriers are thrown up. Through this process, your mind creates patterns and judgments that define your way of thinking and behaving, or frameworks. It's a process in which you become trapped in a never-ending loop of negative thinking, and you stop relating to what is taking place right in front of you. Basically, you stop being associated with the present moment and become enmeshed or trapped in a loop of ever-deepening disillusionment and suffering because you're fixated on some erroneous thought or belief. When you begin to believe this negative self-talk, you activate a string of negative self-fulfilling prophecies which only strengthens the original limiting and damaging thoughts. A framework can be as simple as believing that every day it's going to be a bad day in traffic, or thoughts like, why do all the idiots have to be out on the road when I am? Those thoughts are negative frameworks, and they set you up for failure and anger. More importantly, what you think about, you bring about. So how do you know you're in a state of fusion or running an old program? As soon as your thought feels or your mind makes it appear, number one, as if you're experiencing something in the present even though it hasn't happened, or it happened long ago, aka future tripping or regretting, and or number two, your mind makes it seem as if that thought is the absolute truth. Basically, everyone else is wrong. How does having an awareness of this help? Well, by understanding how you create what I call a self-induced crisis, you have the ability to recognize the activating experience or the trigger. Once you're aware of that, once you're aware that you're about to fall into that old way of thinking or behaving, you can consciously break or interrupt the pattern and return to reality here in the present moment. One of the most effective ways of doing that is with cognitive diffusion. Cognitive diffusion is the conscious act of observing your thoughts for what they really are. Just thoughts. When you're able to transition into a state of diffusion, your mind recognizes that thoughts are, number one, thoughts, not something that need to be acted on or even considered for more than what they are, just thoughts. And number two, that thoughts are possibly inaccurate. When you're able to observe your thoughts as simply thoughts, without judgment or attachment, and subject them to an internal inquiry, you're able to experience life with less suffering and more love, success, and serenity. So how do you change it? Well, you'll need to start by questioning those thoughts that take your energy in a negative direction so that you can end the cycle. When you notice a thought that is negative, ask yourself, why is this thought currently receiving my attention? Is it generated by fear? If so, what do I think I'm at risk of losing? Is this thought true, or has it been tainted by an old out-of-date framework? Meaning, is the thought based in reality, or am I tricking myself again and hiding from responsibility or looking for a way to blame someone else? Once you free yourself from the internal conflict and the trap of fusion, you can focus on what your higher intentions are. You become free, and your internal success machine, that is your subconscious mind, starts to work in alignment with your conscious desires. And instead of a day filled with one disappointment after another, you have a life filled with abundance, success, and love. Your mind is amazing. Now make sure that you're using it instead of allowing it to use you. I hope that this shines some light on how to get a bit more from life. If you want some easy-to-use EFT or tapping tools or some breathing techniques to help out in a moment of unbalance, visit the resources page at excelhypnosis.com and you're going to find several videos with different techniques to help in the moment. Thanks for watching. My name is Anthony Gitch for Excel Hypnosis, and I'll turn the light on for you.